Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Carolyn. Today I have another collective reading for you, and for today's collective reading I have the Muse Tarot and the Cosmic Journey Oracle cards, and I thought it would be a really good idea to pull for the collective and see what you need to offer to yourself or what you can provide for yourself. And so basically, if you have been feeling a little bit stuck, feeling like you need some guidance from the universe, and kind of feeling like you need a direction to put your energy towards, this is definitely going to be the reading for you, so definitely stay tuned and continue to watch this video. If not, I'm going to have other videos linked in the cards above that you can watch instead. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family, and also make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I post multiple videos every single week, including more collective readings like this. I also do pick a pile readings and zodiac readings, along with other educational videos to help you all with your spiritual journeys. And if you want to get your own private reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. So I'm going to go ahead and see what message the Muse Tarot has for you, and then I'll clarify using the Cosmic Journey Oracle cards. So you have the Knight of Voices and the Ace of Inspiration. These came out reversed, but for today's reading, I'm going to turn them upright so that you can see them a bit better. So the first thing that's standing out to me is the color that we have. We have the color yellow. The color yellow is representing the solar plexus chakra, and so this is representing your determination and your own willpower, your own inner strength. And then if we see the back of the deck energy, it's the Queen of Materials. The Queen of Materials is this energy of someone who is able to go out and get what they want, build this stability, build this foundation for them in which they can expand upon, but it's like they laid that groundwork and they have really carved their place in either their home life, their career, whatever they are focusing their energy on, they are making themselves known. They're not hiding, they're not shying away from things. It's someone who's taking control, taking charge. And so for that to be the back of the deck energy, that's the energy that's in the subconscious. But then to get these two cards reversed, it's indicating that there's an energy of doubt. There's an energy in which you're not that Queen of Materials. You're not going out and getting what you want. There's this energy of stagnancy, because it's like you know what you want. You feel what you want, you know what you should say, but it's like there's a disconnect. You are not actually saying what you want. You're not actually going for it. You're not actually pushing yourself. It's like you have all these things that you want, but you're not offering them to yourself. And I feel like this is an internal struggle. I feel like some of you, it's like you're watching this, you're like, no, it's not me. I'm not getting this opportunity. It's not coming into my life. I don't know how to network. I don't know how to do this. And I feel like you are making a bunch of excuses, but if you actually were objective with yourself, you would realize it's your lack of willingness to put yourself on the line, to be vulnerable, to be rejected. And so it's like, instead of putting yourself out there, you are saying you want all these things, but yet you are not making it happen. You're not trying to make it happen. It's like you might try 5%, but you're not doing it enough where you're actually going to make any progress, where there's going to be this energy of you actually bringing it into your life. And it comes from this place of fear. It comes from this place of feeling like either your ideas aren't good enough, or it comes from this sense of feeling like people are going to reject you. They're not going to like your ideas. What you say is going to be stupid, and they're going to reflect that to you. And it's almost like this fear of judgment for the things that you want. So instead of facing this rejection, you just don't go for them. But then you also complain, or you feel frustrated that you don't have it because you're not feeling authentic, because you're feeling like there's a disconnect between what you want and what you have. And so because of that, there's some resentment. And that's where your spirit's giving you this message saying, it's not that the things are impossible. I feel like you've been getting discouraged, or you've really been doubting yourself a lot. And this is your message saying right now, you have the tools to get this. You're the one in your own head. You're the one stopping yourself from finishing this sprint and getting past that finish line. It's like you're not pushing through. You're not getting through the hard times. You're not overcoming challenges. You're not overcoming obstacles. It's like you're letting them defeat you. You're letting them hold you back. If you face a challenge, if you sense rejection, if you sense any fear, you don't go for it. You immediately rethink. You re-strategize. I'm going to go ahead and pull some more and see what else we get for you. Two of Voices. You are getting a lot of cards that want to come out reversed today. As I say that, we have the Queen of Inspiration. She actually came out upright. So yes, you're full of ideas. The issue is not that you don't have ideas, you don't have plans. The issue is you acting on them. You have the Two of Voices. So that's doubt, that's indecision, not knowing what to do. Three of Voices And then 9 of Inspiration came out reversed, flipped it upright. Back of the deck is 5 of Materials. Interesting. I'm gonna go ahead, pull from the Cosmic Journey. See if we can clarify any of this energy, either what's going on or what you should do. You got 2 cards, your 11-year-old self, and card number 2, a light grows brighter only by lighting another. I love this energy for you. Back of the deck is card number 12, enter 1 step forward, 1 step onward. So what I think is so fascinating about this, if we're looking at your cards numerology wise, you have card number 2 in Roman numerals, then you have card number 2 here, and then the back of the deck energy is card number 12. So I'm seeing 222. You also have the 2 of Voices here. So focusing on the number 2. The number 2 is a number that's all about balance, all about duality. And right now, what can you provide to yourself? It's balance, it's perseverance, it is strength, it is embodying this energy of seeing what is out of sync, what is out of balance in your life, and forcing you to correct it, where you're not swaying too far to the one side. Right now, it's like you were faced by indecision, you're paralyzed by fear. You have these ideas, you have things you want to go for, but you're sitting, you're waiting. 3 of Voices as well. Again, this is depicting fear, this energy of waiting, of having all these voices tell you what you can and cannot do, and sitting, taking on all this energy, taking on all this judgment, taking on all the other opinions besides your own, all this rejection, all these what if possibilities. Because the thing is, she's sitting outside the door, she hasn't opened the door, she has no idea what's going to be told to her, she has no idea what's going on, but yet she is paralyzed by fear and not able to move forward, because she is so afraid of the unknown. And I want to read the poem for the 9 of Inspiration from the guidebook. It says, follow through and see it done, and one last stand you take, root your spirit into the very dunes as you ignite and set into the landscapes of your knowing where all your truth resides. So this is a card that represents being the last man standing, overcoming things, but it also represents this energy on the fear-based side of things. Giving up too quickly, giving up too soon, not following through, not being the last one standing. I think what you're doing right now, you're so afraid to put yourself on the line that you're taking away from yourself and telling yourself not to do things, or you overthink them, or you get in your head where you're not providing opportunity for yourself. You get a glimpse of an opportunity and you consume yourself with fear that you shut that opportunity down. And so it's like you're doing a disservice to yourself, because any chances you have towards your goals, you take them away. You don't utilize them. There's this energy of you saying what you want, but then when you have the chance to get it, you sabotage it. And I think it could come from a place of feeling unworthy, feeling like you don't deserve it. But I think it also stems from this place of the idea you have built up in your head is something that you hold so close and dearly to you. You are so afraid of having your dream destroyed and then having to go and find something else to hold on to. It's like your subconscious rather have you never see this play out and hold on to the potential of it than have that potential destroyed and have to find another path, another plan. And I feel like some of you need to do shadow work because of this 11-year-old self card. I feel like there was a time in the past where you were so creative and so open-minded and just went and acted, didn't think about things, didn't overthink about things, and you just acted on impulse and intuition and your own emotion, and you just went for things, and you were really bold, you were more courageous, and you felt more in sync with yourself. And I feel like there was something that happened where you finally faced rejection. And the way that rejection played out in your life scarred you. And I feel like a lot of you, like, you were young. Like, I feel like this is something that happened in your childhood. And like, I want to say, and even Spirit wants to say, like, Spirit's so sorry that you went through that. Because the way that you had to face that rejection, the way you felt was not what you needed to feel. I feel like the way that people went about shutting down your idea, it was overly harsh. It was overly critical. Because again, I feel like a lot of you, it's like you were kids here. Like, you were meant to be creative, you were meant to explore, you were meant to have crazy fantasies. And so to have people bring reality crashing down around you, it wasn't as simple of that doesn't seem likely. It seems like this person or people in your life really crush your dreams. And it feels like the way they did it, it wasn't like it was a learning lesson for you. It doesn't feel to me like they explained the practicalness of things and how you can go for things, but like what the cause and effect will be and how much work you have to put in order to get it. Like, it wasn't like they were giving you things that were constructive that you could work with. To me, it feels like you had people in your life who were very critical, and I feel like they spoke down to you a lot. They belittled you. And I think like now, subconsciously, when you think about presenting these ideas to the world or going out and acting with this, you hear them in your head. You let them get under your skin. The voice of the what ifs is their voice. And I feel like there's a lot of inner child healing that you need to do to overcome this rejection and heal from it, and understand that yes, it made you feel this type of way, but not everyone's going to be this way. You're going to have people who support you, because I feel like this really affected you and it's something you still carry with you. And I feel like this was someone that you needed them to support you. Like, I feel like this was someone who was very important to you, emotionally important to you, that like, I feel like you wanted to make them proud, or this was someone that you really thought like would like help you. Some of you, I feel like this was something where maybe you weren't a very young child, but like you were like in that age where you were starting to figure out what you want to do with your life, and you went to this person almost to like have them like want to help you out in some way, offer some guidance. Some of you, I feel like maybe you thought of them as like a mentor or someone you wanted to be. And like you went to them and they, instead of supporting you, instead of even giving you anything constructive, they just made you feel like your idea was stupid and like it was never gonna work out. And again, there was like no lesson behind it. It wasn't like they were constructively saying, hey, love the energy, but that is totally something that, like, I know your personality and it's exact opposite of you. So do you want to figure out a way to make it something that's more realistic for you to actually sustain, that you can actually do long term? It doesn't feel like there was anything like that where they were bringing up like valid points and like breaking them down and saying how they wouldn't work out. This really feels to me like someone's like, you want to go for that? You're never going to get that. Do you know how hard that's going to be for you? Do you know how much work you're gonna have to do? I don't think you're gonna do that. I think you're gonna fail. I think you're going to make a fool out of yourself. I think you should give up now. Oh, you wanna do that? You're never gonna get that. You're not smart enough. You're not creative enough. You're never gonna be able to have what it takes to get that. That's the energy that they had. And I kept going with some examples there because I feel like some of you, like those were the exact words they used for you. And I really feel like it was not what you need. Again, I go back to this energy of the reason this was so hurtful for you, you needed their support. It doesn't matter if they were right and you were gonna crash and burn, you were gonna fail, whatever. That wasn't the point. The reason this has affected you is because it's not about them supporting your ideas or not. It was about them supporting you. And this was a wake-up call for yourself to realize they don't have your back like you thought they would. That's why it was so hurtful. And I think that's part of where this block comes from, is all these what ifs. Not so much about if these what ifs come true. I do sense there's a bit of not wanting to fail. I think it's more so the idea that you could be opening yourself up to face that rejection, be vulnerable again, and now have these people in your life who, some of you, it's like these are relationships, these are friendships, this is family members. It's like now you have this new set of people in your life who you have these bonds with, you have this connection with, and you're afraid to share your ideas with them, you're afraid to open up with them. Because when you share this idea, if they don't support you, they could hurt you as bad as this person hurt you before. You're afraid of going and acting on your ideas and providing opportunities for you because you're afraid that when you need people to be hyping you up, supporting you, making you feel like this queen of inspiration, you're afraid these people are going to show their true colors and not actually be there for you. And with this card here, a light grows brighter only by lighting another. You're afraid that the people in your life are going to take from you and not give anything to you, not support you, and you're afraid that they only want your light to dim out, that they're not actually there for you. And some of you, it's like it's not even a matter of if this is true. You could have the most supportive people in your life. This is a fear you have because of this insecurity that was placed by the people in the past. I feel like you have a hard time jumping into new opportunities because you are so afraid of the what ifs of if people are going to end up betraying you. It's like you don't want to face a rejection of the people in your life that you have now who care about you. But I feel like Spirit wanted you to hear this message because you need to do this. You need to allow yourself to go for these opportunities. One, you need to go for opportunities because this is what you want. Regardless if it is foolish, regardless if it's not making a lot of sense to others, regardless if it's going to be difficult. Difficult doesn't mean impossible. You need to go and follow through on these ideas, make a decision, act on it. There's no wrong decision, but you have to actually correlate and connect who you are and what you want with what you actually do, because that is the only way that you're going to achieve the things that you want, but it's also the only way you're going to heal this inner wound of yourself. You can't go back and change what happened. You can't go back and make this person react differently to you. You can't even go back to yourself and comfort yourself. What you can do is know within yourself that their reaction shouldn't have been that way. And you can accept that it was painful. And you can mourn, you can grieve over this incident all you want. But in order to actually move on from it, you have to allow yourself to push through your fears of people not having your back, and you have to give them the chance to see if they will have your back. These people in your life are not this person, and trying to not be yourself or not express yourself because you're afraid of losing the people you have in your life is only going to hurt you. It's only going to make your light duller. And so in order to make your light brighter, you have to allow yourself to shine and let people either hype you up, add more fire to your flame, make you grow, and show you that they love and that they support you. Or you can test them and see if they're there for you or not. And if they're not, yes, it will be painful. It will reopen these old wounds. But it's better to know who you have in your life. And I really feel like majority of you, they're going to hype you up. They're going to have your back. They're going to support you because they're not trying to hurt you. They're not in your life because they're using you. You have Nine of Inspiration, the one who's left standing. I feel like this person or the people in your life, it's like they're going to be the last one standing. It's like they got you. This is complete fear from this inner child wound. And it makes sense. Like I said, this is completely valid for you to feel this way, but you do need to heal it. And you need to allow this person to show you if they're supportive or if they're not supportive. Because living in this limbo, it's constantly making you live in this state of fear, whether you're aware of it or not. Because this is your subconscious energy, so you're not constantly aware of it, but it is what's affecting you. And I think it's also preventing you from fully feeling like you can open up to this person. Some of you, if you're in a relationship, I feel like you haven't been able to move things at the rate you want them to move because you're so afraid of this person ending up hurting you. And it's like you're keeping them at an arm's length away from you, and that's never going to work out. I want to point out again, the back of the deck is card 12. Enter one step forward, one step onward. Like in order to heal this, in order to fix this, you have to move on. You have to move forward. The only way to do that is allow yourself to prevent these things and ideas to the world. And so, what I really feel like Spirit's telling you right now is they are pointing out to you there's a disconnect from what you want and what you do. And in order to fix it, it's not going to be easy. You have to force yourself to push yourself more. You have to force yourself to share your ideas, to open up your ideas, to talk with people, to network with people, to do the things you want to do. And so there's not really like one thing you can do besides just do it. That's really what your message is this Two of Voices needs to be completely forgotten. There's no more should I, shouldn't I. No, the answer is I am. You're this Queen of Inspiration. Simply do. Simply create. You have this Queen energy here. It was even the back of the deck energy with the Queen of Materials. So it's like this Queen energy is the feminine energy. The feminine energy is the creator. And so it's like create with your life. Share your ideas. Actually do with them. Don't go back and forth anymore. Don't live in the what ifs. Be the last one standing. Fight for your ideas. Push through. Persevere. If they're not working, find a way to adjust them, but don't abandon them. Don't allow one rejection, one fear, one critique to destroy everything and knock you down. You're so much stronger than that. And that's what this taught you. If this didn't teach you anything else, it taught you how to be strong, and how even when people that you needed support from don't support you, you still survived. You still overcame it. Do you still need to heal it? Yes. But it didn't define you. You're changing, you're growing, you're expanding. And you have better people in your life now. But you have to allow yourself to shine. You have to allow yourself to heal. And again, you just have to go for what you want. Right now, when it comes to what can you provide for yourself, where can you put your energy, you can put your energy into yourself, into taking better care of yourself, into doing what you want. And so what I want you to do, I want you to take a moment to sit with yourself. You can meditate, you can do this whenever. But figure out what it is that you truly want out of life. And then figure out why you haven't gone for it. And think about all the what ifs. And then just ignore all the what ifs. If you want, if like thinking really helps you figure things out, you can make a plan for all those what ifs. So now every single what if, you have some sort of backup plan, some sort of other option that you can use to navigate how you are going to overcome this what if. But if you don't want to do that, just let go of the what if. Some of you, it's like write it on a piece of paper and physically rip it up. Throw it in the trash can, burn it, do whatever you need to do to help yourself let it go. And it's not going to be easy. These what ifs are going to creep into your mind. But you have to make the active choice to be like, you know what? I hear this what if, but I'm not stopping what I'm doing because of it. That's the difference. It's not that you're never going to be afraid, but it's that you can't let the fears prevent you from going for things. You can't let these fears of rejection prevent you from opening up to the people in your life and expressing yourself and becoming authentic. It's like right now you're hiding yourself because you're afraid of this rejection, but it's like it's so much better to be rejected. Even though it's not fun in the moment, it's better to be rejected, but be who you are and then find those like-minded people than to never be accepted, but just never hear that you were rejected. Because now you're not who you are, you're not enjoying your life, and these people don't accept you. But because you never put yourself in a vulnerable place to be rejected, you don't know that. And so deep down, then there's gonna be this what if of not knowing if anyone has your back. At least this way, you know who's true and who's not, and who's actually gonna be there for you and hype you up and support you, and who you can give that energy back to in return, versus who you need to cut out of your life and who you need to get away from. But I really get the sense it's like you're drawn to watch this message because you gotta put energy into yourself. You gotta make a conscious choice every single day. Every single time you have an option on what to do, you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. It's not gonna be easy. This is not something that you can overcome instantly, but you can overcome it. And it's gonna take your willpower. It's gonna take inner strength. You're not going to get 100% right every time. But by consistently trying to put yourself out there more and actually work on manifesting your ideas and bringing them into reality and sharing them with others, it's going to start bringing you closer. And so again, just go back and start providing for yourself by actually accepting opportunities, by making opportunities, finding them, looking for them, not hiding from them anymore, and allow yourself to be who you're truly meant to be. Allow yourself to be this queen of inspiration, and allow yourself to act on things and not hide from them, not overthink them, not wait for them anymore. The period of pause, of waiting, of limbo is over. You have to make it be over. Otherwise, you can have all these ideas, you can know what you want, but you're never gonna get them. The only way to get them is to allow yourself to let go of your fears, allow yourself to let go of your doubts, heal your inner wounds, and put yourself out into the world and allow the world to accept you and help show you your path. But if you keep waiting for things to magically change without allowing yourself to actually go for things, it's like the universe can't provide you opportunities if when they do, you don't act on them. And so it's like, if you want these ideas to come into reality, you have to have some level of vulnerability. You have to open up yourself a bit more in order for them to happen. But then once they do, you're gonna be like this candle, you're gonna be the spark, you're gonna ignite, you're gonna take off, you're gonna transform. I feel like you really have the ability now to manifest, to get everything you ever wanted, to really transform your life. But in order to do it, you have to allow yourself to be this spark. You have to act on things. You have to ignite things. If you don't ignite, you're gonna burn out. You're not gonna have anything to hold on to. And so again, like, just start taking care of yourself and acting on things. Quit waiting. That's not doing you any good. And so I hope that this really resonates for you. I hope that you start to heal this, and I hope that you just start to take better care of yourself. And so if this does resonate, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you a part of this family. Also make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I'm gonna have other videos linked in the cards for you to watch next. And if you wanna get your own private in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's gonna be linked in the description box down below. And I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye.